Welcome to the Port City, Mobile, Alabama, home to the South Alabama Jaguars at Hancock Whitney Stadium, and we have been fired up about this match all week. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. The Warhawks will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the South Alabama Jaguars offense takes the field for the first time today. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open, if he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
Looking to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Hart.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The give to the tailback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The Jaguars want to move quickly. Back to throw, it's Brooks. Looking to the big tight end. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. So UL Monroe's offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. And the Warhawks send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And the returner is stopped. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At the 40, there he goes. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. He wants to throw. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Third down coming up.
The Jaguars come to the line in the hurry-up. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Jaguars will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He's going to pass. Finds his big tight end.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Hey, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. The Warhawks will move the sticks with the first downs.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive. Going for it on fourth down, check. In your opponent's territory, now here's an opportunity where you might be able to be aggressive again and take a shot.
To the air on first down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Connors. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Great spot to attack there right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum. Try to make a big play.
They'll go right back to him. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. The Jaguars racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Brooks. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees...
What a snag by the defense. Trying to take it back, and they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Looking to move it through the air. Got his man quickly.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. First down to start the drive after the break. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Getting some heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that is just what you want. You get a first and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Warhawks! On to attempt the try.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
He's moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. At the 45 on his way. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Feeling some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Quarterback adapting. Good job to get everything he could, then get down with the slide. The Jaguars line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did.
It's a fumble. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
I'll tell you, honestly.
We'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. And the Warhawks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. On second down, he'll let it fly. Gets it out fast. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
Makes his connection. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Takes it from the gun on third down. It's caught. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Warhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to run it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
And off from the shotgun. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, UL Monroe! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Jaguars want to pick up the tempo. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before that.
The Jaguars are rolling down the field. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Brooks. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Gets it out quickly, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut it to the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Maybe if he could have eluded just one or two more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. UL Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams...
He's going to let it go. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Buys a little extra time. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Warhawks want to crank the tempo. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. The Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Warhawks.
Man, you want these guys that can take the top off the defense. It changes the way they're going to play coverage on you, and he does it right here. Just runs by the DB. He had no chance to try to catch up with him. Makes the big play down the field. And this will change the way you play defense against this guy the rest of the game.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some
Going up top. He's got it inside the 30. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into him.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. And this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
South Alabama, 14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, South Alabama! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone, eyes get big as saucers, go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
From inside the 20, chance for great field position. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Jaguars will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here. And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Jaguars moving quickly to the line. Dropping back, it's Brooks. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Sends it downfield. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
ULM 21.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the amount of mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Got the quick pass. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got his man. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Quarterback keeper. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Warhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to get to it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even if they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
Complete downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. Splits the uprights right down the middle.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They'll try to run for it. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is ready to move those sticks for the first down.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball, keep the drive alive, let's see if they can generate a little bit of momentum. Looking to pass. It's Brooks. Got it set up on the outside.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Jaguars in the hurry up. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Jaguars look to do some damage in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. With the catch, it's Connors. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe they want to try somewhere else, because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, South Alabama!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are...
Oh, they block it. Picks it up. That's a live ball. And that fumble just lets the air out of what we're
creating momentum. You cannot turn the ball over and give all the momentum again back to your opponent.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. They'll start this drive with a pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. He's got him this time. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter. South Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll run the off-tackle play here. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. To the ground to try to move the chains. The Warhawks get the first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Right down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incompleteness.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Another incompletion on third down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. What a disappointment. No good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Got some room to run. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carry.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, Blum making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
That is just what you want offensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got 2nd and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got 3rd and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It is good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
34, ULM, 27.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Looking for a man. It's Brooks. He finds his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Jaguars headed quickly to the line. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd down, going up top. Pulls it in. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Jaguars will punt it away on 4th down. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
It's complete. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
Number 10.
And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
To the ground with the back. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. The pressure, the intensity is palpable. A huge play right here on 3rd and 2. They'll try to get the first through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Connors. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the tackle.
Off he goes. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the 2nd level, great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not want a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. So will the defense try to keep it all in front, or will they go after the quarterback here and try to end it? He's going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Rifles it down the middle. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A 3rd and long coming up here. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Fighting off the defender. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Jaguars decide to punt it away. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget got that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the...
Gonna take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Using the quick game. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
He's got the tight end. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. He wants to throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dialing up a second down pass play. Good timing on the quick out. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score. And the Warhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.